Hello everyone, this is Mikey from Mikey's Place, and today we're going to be cooking up something special. I didn't know if I had any growing around about, but lo and behold, I mowed my yard today and come up with enough to show you how to make this recipe. Some of you may have eaten it, some of you might not have, but it's a good old poke salad. And of course my wife, she just calls it old nasty weeds, but it's a good old nasty weed. But the most important thing to remember on this is make sure you get your leaves good and clean. And we'll go through the boiling process here in just a minute, but I'm going to take these over to the sink and process them so we can start cooking them. Just take these leaves and make sure you get them all off. Some people cook the stems. It's up to you. Will you cook the stems or not? I take the leaves off right there. This ain't very much, but it's just enough for me because, like I said, I'm probably the only one to eat it. But I grew up on it and love the taste of it, and I hope you like it too. Because you got to remember, when you're done messing with this poke salad, dealing with this poke salad, you should have gloves on, but I don't. Because in its raw form, it is poisonous. But we're going to take care of that here in just a minute. Get all these leaves off of here and make sure there's not no seeds. See the little seeds right there, make sure they're not in there. Get them took off. Like I said, this ain't very much. I was just blessed. I had it growing around my fence and I sprayed it out. But my garden, I had some in my garden, on the edges of my garden, and I went out today to mow, and guess what? I got me a mess of poke salad. I'm gonna wash this off real good. It's all good and washed. Make sure there ain't no bugs or nothing on it. Check them over real good. Like I said, some people do stems, but I just took the leaves off of this. I'm going to move right over here to the stove and finish it up. Okay, I'm back, because as you can see, I've got my water on here boiling. I put a bit of salt in here, and I'm going to go right over here and get my poke salad. And after you process that, make sure you check all your leaves and make sure there's not no dead spots on it. Just put them right in there. Give it a little stir, but the thing with poke salad is you got to boil it. I boil mine at least 3 times. First time I boiled it about 10 minutes, and I'm going to set my timer right here and set that for 10 minutes. Let that come to a boil, and yeah, you can smell it boiling, but I'm going to set that for 10 minutes and then I'll come back and we'll drain it, okay? Okay, I'm back again. My poke salad has been boiling for about 8 minutes, and I'm going to drain this out like this. You see I'm fogging up. Fill this back up. It's important to boil this poke salad down. Like I said, in its raw form, it is poisonous. So that's why we're cooking out. Leave the taste in, but take the poison out. Like it right there. Back in the pot. Back on the stove. This time I'm going to boil it just a little bit longer for about 25 or 30 minutes to cook it down. What the thing is, I'll take it back out and boil it one more time if I still see color. If you see color in there, you need to boil the color out of it, and that's the process. And usually takes about 3 times to do that. Be back here in a little bit. Okay, hello, I'm back. This stuff has been, poke salad has been cooking about about 25 minutes, and I'm gonna rinse it out again. Like that right there. Fill this back up with water, and by now your house ought to be smelling like poke salad. Good smell. Wife don't like it, but it's a good smell. But there's still just a little bit of color in the water down there, and I'm gonna cook it one more time. It's not like it was, and I'll put it back on the stove for about another 15 minutes. We'll let that cook down, then we'll go on from there, and I'll show you how to prepare it in the skillet. Okay, I'm back again. This is the third time. I'm gonna rinse this out real good. Should be done with my pot. As you can see, the water and that's pretty clear. Altogether, it's boiled about 45 minutes to an hour, but I was trying to get all the color out of there. That way, you know you've got everything out of there that it's not supposed to be in there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it over to the skillet and show you how to finish up this recipe for poke salad. Okay, we're back over here at the stove, and what I got in here is about a tablespoon. The best thing you use is bacon grease. If you got any bacon grease to put in there, I didn't have none, but I went to the next best thing. I got me some vegetable oil, but I got some smoked seasoning, hickory seasoning that gives it that bacony taste. But I've got the seasoning here. I got a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and about a teaspoon of the hickory seasoning. But what I do is I turn it on, and of course the poke salad is ready to go in there. Of course you can hear it starting to cook a little bit. Just don't put too much grease in there. I'll put my seasoning in there. Just whatever you want to put in there, peppers, whatever, but let that cook down a little bit. Like I said, this is not a lot. It's just about for one helping. I'd be the only one that eat it, but of course the next thing I do is I touch that with one egg and stick that right in there. Just get that going good. Get that cooking there real good. It don't take it long to cook. Let that egg get done. Real good and done. Like I said, a lot of people put pepper in it. Whatever you want to put in it. If you like a little bit hotter, put a little bit hotter pepper. I'm gonna let that cook down just a little bit. I always like to keep it good and stirred, because if we don't, it's gonna stick. Like I said, some people like it, some people don't. I guess it's an acquired taste, because I grew up eating it and enjoying it, and I hope you do too. And we get in the bowl while that cooks down a little bit. Stir that down a little bit. Turn this off. And there you go. That is good old-fashioned poke salad. And I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful to you. So remember, go to Mikey's Place on YouTube and push subscribe and push like, and I'll see you next time with something else interesting we'll do. Thank you. May God bless you.